create a perfect world in our heads.
Even if we stacked all of the medicine cabinets, never be tall enough to get ahead of the madnesses. Even if you gathered every pint and flask, it don't provide a place to hide from the shadows of your past. Even if I laid with every friend I've made, I'd still be just a couple strands of DNA, afraid of being betrayed. You can't wear that disguise forever. If you don't stop the bleeding, gonna leak through your sweater. And you better not stain my upholstery. Hopefully I'm happy to make your acquaintance. Anecdotally, you could have caught a locomotive train to see me locally. You could have kept it vocally and rang me on the rotary. Brought to you by whatever the censors choose. It's probably not the news if it represents your views. I'm trying to juxtapose with those that don't agree with my version of perfect. Otherwise, what in the world's the purpose?
Okay, out the window hearing loud cries. 5 stories up high, a sky rising downtown. Single bow with 9 wives. The mud is where it comes from. The judgment is an outline. Now look at all these results. I never want the downside. If I see a fault, I take it out my vault. I gotta go. If I mess it up, I'll re-record the verse with a different flow. The winter walking through the blizzard. Nike's on, it's freezing cold. In Queens with some Timbs on. My North Face, I zip it closed. They pick apart the gifted artists, didn't get the views, but they missed the part that vision starts in different types of moods. See, this kid has got a bigger heart, cause he was starved for food, and it built a lot of skills he got and carved it out for you. And this one wants the accolades, but didn't pay the dues. Like you could've had your dream girl, but didn't make the move. I just pulled up to the matinee, but late a day or two, there's a shooting at the entrance, but it didn't make the news.
What in the world? Can't I make you realize that something has to be done?
It doesn't make any sense.
I wonder how it'll end.
What in the world?
The world has changed.
And that's the day that me and knowledge parted ways. Things ain't been the same since the day I landed in Martinez. I'm hard to kill and I'm hard to phase. I give the space the darkest gaze, when really all I am is just a common lazy carbon chain. When I fall asleep, all I see is visions of cannonballs marching to the rhythm of the reckoning of Revachol. I wanna take my beat to the bloody pores of these granite walls and show various analogs who I am when the hammer falls. Drop to my knees and I pray to the Saint Dolores Day, as if there wasn't more to say, as if I wasn't more than clay. Run my fingers down a parabellum sunrise on a high horse for a pale ride in one slug when it comes time. Please God, only I want shotgun, smoke's cold and the blood runs hot. Since last week this is all that I got. There's a man and a tree and a life I forgot. I decide that I'm not gonna die on the spot. Gonna fight for the win, been like when I talk. Live for the title, you lie on the blocks, and there will come a time when the world's gonna.
What in the world's the purpose for walking around nervous? The screams no one heard them. Looks great here on the surface. Surround yourself with ones that make you feel like you are worth it.
What in the world's the purpose?